Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a reading that it's about one of the main couples, I would say, of Singles Inferno season 3, Gwan-hee and Hye-seon. So yes, I decided to do a reading for them to see how their dynamic is, what's going on with this relationship, if there's a relationship, if there's a bond, and what's available for them. So yeah, let's begin. Let's do this. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, I placed Gwan-hee on the left and Hye-seon on the right. So yeah, from his side, we start with the Death card, Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower. Then from Hye-seon's side, we have Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and Five of Cups. The relationship as an overall, we have Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Five of Wands. And then I pull an extra card from an oracle, a romantic oracle that I do have, and they got the card of chemistry. So yeah, let's begin from his side. I definitely see that this guy Gwan-hee, he is he is going through a major transformation, I would say. I believe that in his connection with her, definitely a lot of like old perceptions or a sort of paradigm that he had in his mind was shaken a bit. I believe that she was able to change him a bit. Because we start with the Death card, so definitely Gwan-hee is not the same guy, the same man that went into Inferno. He's different. In his connection with her, he probably realized a lot of things. He probably is very surprised at himself, at how he acted, and also who he chose. There, uh, because I believe that there's something about him, like, this is a totally new experience for me, or it's a totally new, like, she's not his type. And when I say this, I don't mean it physically. I think that the dynamic hits differently. I think that he was hit by a huge change, like, and not just like a change of like routines. No, I think that it's changing him from the inside out. Nevertheless, the guy is very slow. The guy has potentials to change and be better for her, but I believe he's interested in making the necessary changes to be with her. But it's not going to be easy, and also it's not going to be right away. I think that he's a guy that advances very slow, or for him to make a decision, it was going to take him forever. I believe the interest is real, but also, when I see the Death card and I see the Tower, I think that yes, a lot of the major changes happened because of his connection with her. What she made him feel, and all and everything that he went through. But at the same time, I think that it also has to do with the exposure of being in the show, and probably everyone talking about him. Because even though I do see these scars of change, of him wanting to change, probably wanting to be better, or wanting to be seen in a better light, I also think that probably this sort of quote unquote is fame, even though I know that he is famous for another reasons, like the guy doesn't need it, I don't think so. But there's something about also all these like the guy is hype up. He's um, everyone talks about him. So somehow his whole reality is changing. Um, so I think that if he makes certain changes in the way I don't know, he keeps his connection with her, it's probably because of the pressure of how it's going to look on the outside or how people are going to perceive it. Because even though I do see him like being like, okay, I'm taking a risk here, like, I want to do things right. I don't see feelings, I don't see him like being um, like, oh, I should be better because I want her to like me more, or I want to be a good man for her. No, I think that probably he does it because he is afraid of the backlash, or maybe um, he wants to make his image look better. So yeah, because then we have the tower. So I don't know if this going to this show actually. I think that it's going to be very chaotic for his career, I would say, because there's something that, yeah, like everything is changing, everything is moving. He is being talked about by a lot of people in different parts of the world, but there's this sense of instability. There's this sense of, that everything is very shaky, like the foundations are not very stable. And this is why he is sort of like walking slowly through this, because he's like, I don't want to mess up. So it's hard for me to see, like, is he really changing because he likes her, or is he really changing because he feels the pressure of the audience or the people around him, or what they say online? So I see it a bit superficial, I would say. I see it a bit like, I think that he has the potential of being a good man, a gentleman to her. Um, but definitely I see him doing things. When you make, I see him like maybe going to see her or just making certain gestures, and changing a bit of his, maybe his agenda, or changing his routine to go and see her, to sort of get out of his way and do something for her. I see him moving slowly, but I see him moving. But I think that is very like, I don't know why it feels unauthentic to me. It feels like a business transaction, or it feels like it's for business reasons, because when I see the Knight of Pentacles, and I know he's a North sign, he's a Taurus, so I sort of do get that for him, maybe in this case with the connection with her is more like, okay, what benefit can I get from this? So I don't know, where I don't see feelings, like I don't see like an excitement, uh, to be with her. I think that he sort of see it like a part of a job or a part of a transaction. I don't know. But yeah, with the tower also, the guy is he can change his mind actually. Like, I don't know, there's something very unstable for him. Um, and also he could be a bit affected by this exposure of people talking about him and her. I don't know, I feel like he's not that comfortable. Like, I think that either he fears the backlash so much, but I think that he's not being honest. Like he's still the indecisive guy that we saw on TV. Like, I feel that he's trying to put on a mask, that he's brave, that he made his mind, that he was very conscious when he made his mind, and actually I see that he could change, or something could happen, that he, he could he could back down a bit, even though we see him doing things with her. It's weird. And from her side, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Cups. So yeah, from her side, I think that definitely this Queen of Wands represents her nature and represents her resilience, and also the pride that she showed and the dignity that she showed on the show about, not being that desperate to be chosen by him, but also standing her ground, because the Queen of Wands, and I think that this is very important to say, like, definitely she wasn't aggressive at any moment. She was very like respectful, also she had this delicacy about her, being um, um, very polite, I would say. But with her as the Queen of Wands, she is a very strong woman. Like, definitely, she's a tough woman. She has a strong temper, I would say. She has a strong temper. And yeah, she's used to get what she wants. Even though, her tactics can make her look like she is not the competitive, I would say she's very competitive. And I would say that now that she's out of the show, she is a get it. Um, she's a very independent person. She has a whole personality. She has a whole charisma. She probably is like the owner, the ruler of her life. So I feel that I see his energy and I see her standing here, and I'm like, I don't think that it is going to work out because she is too much of a woman for him. In the sense that she's not submissive, and she's never going to be. It's like she can be sweet, she can be cute, but she has a strong personality, um, of base. Her character is very strong, and she knows what she wants and what she doesn't want. And with the Three of Pentacles, I sort of see her like, again, with these pentacles, I see her that whatever he's proposing to her, like, okay, let's meet each other, let's take a picture here, let's do this. I think that she sort of see it like teamwork, like, okay, let's work together, let's do this, let's do this here. Okay, do you want us to do this here? Okay, I will make time and I will go and do it. Sort of like team buddies. Like, let's work together on this. Maybe to make the audience like think that they are still together or something like this. But it feels like it's a work thing. That is a job more than a responsibility, more than I genuinely want to see you or I want to be with you. But yeah, then with the Five of Cups, I think that there could be an instance that maybe she finds something about him or he says something about her online, and this is not very flattering towards her person, and she could get upset at him easily. Like, I see her like being already disappointed at him. I don't know if he has certain, I know that he's saying like what he says sometimes is controversial, like I seen it. He is the type of person, this is why I'm not surprised to see the death card and the tower. It's like the guy, even though he is an earth sign, he doesn't walk on a straight path. He doesn't walk on stability. He when it comes to his emotional romance, or even his interaction with the same sex, his relationships are always unstable, are always like a sort of um, a minefield. It's always, you have to walk on eggshells with him, because he says or does things that maybe is immaturity, maybe is that he's not that empathic, and so he just says or does whatever he wants like a child, and he doesn't measure the consequences. So I see him sort of like messing up eventually, and her feeling very disappointed at him again. So honestly, I don't think that she has the patience to put up with him. If she does it, I believe she's going to do it. Maybe while they are promoting Singles Inferno, they're talking about Singles Inferno, but it's not going to last that long. I think that that it, I would say that she is willing to work with him, but then eventually she gets disappointed. Like he probably he shows her that, you know, he this is his real nature and he's not going to change. Also, if you see the differences, you know, he is represented by the Knight of Pentacles and she is a Queen of Wands. So I don't care if the guy is a millionaire or he's like a rich man, but when it comes to personality, she is a queen. Like she is like above him. She is like so much better than him. Like in the sense of um, talents and also personality, and also like you know, her values, the way she lives life, the way she is there for others, the way she's so authentic, you know. And for him it's all about like, you know, as like some people call him the what if guy. Well, he does give me this very, that he's too slow. He's too slow for her. Like it seems like he's getting there, you know, that he's sort of like making up his mind, and you're like, okay, maybe he will be a bit more stable this time, and then he messes up. Like I don't know, like there's something there. Yeah, then the relationship as an overall, we have the Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Five of Wands. So yeah, I sort of see a lot of miscommunication. Also, like maybe a lot of fantasy also around them or around this couple. Maybe people also fantasizing about them and be like, oh yeah, I love these two. I want them to end up together. I want to see them more. I want, like, and I think that they know this obviously, and they sort of prefer to not show their differences right away, or to not show that actually they are not together. They are sort of playing with the audience expectations of seeing them together. So, but then eventually we have the Five of Wands, that is like a conflict, that is like a conflict of interest, or there's a disagreement. Like I think that he could actually mess up. He could actually like say something in an interview or do something to her on a camera that it could mess his opportunities. Because he knows he's just like a child, you know. He knows, he feels pressure to be seem like he's better, but actually he hasn't changed. He hasn't changed. It's like the possibility to change is there, but he doesn't know how to. So, and he sort of resisted a bit. Um, because for him to change it, it seems like he's, this is why when I say he's slow, there's something about him transiting changes or transformations very slow. Like his time or his processes are longer than the usual person. Like a typical person would, I don't know, it would take them, I don't know, 2 years to get over someone, 2 years, 2 months, I don't know. For him, it's going to take 10 years or 6 years. You know, there's something about him transiting life slowly, and 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 I think that it doesn't change. Like you cannot force him to make the transformation right away, because for him it's all about like, don't force me, don't push me. I'm on my way. I'm making it. Don't push me. Don't push me, because, you know, I'm going on my own pace. So he's a very stubborn guy, I would say. He has a lot of resistance as well. Um, then with the kind of chemistry, they do have a lot of chemistry. I think that if they are being seen together and stuff, you are going to see that they look happy together, or that they really make a cute couple, or that they are working on this. They have chemistry. The chemistry is real. Um, but honestly, I see that she's too much for him. Like in the sense of that she has so much value. You know, she has so much charisma. She has so much. She's so vibrant. You know, she's like a boss. You know, and for him, he's still in there. You know, so yeah. I wish them luck because I see a bit of differences, but yeah, this is all I see between them. I hope that you'll enjoy it, and thank you so much for watching. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.